Here's a short video just to show you how to draw lines that are perpendicular to each other on squared paper. So you'll see I've got a couple of examples ready for us to use. So what we're after is we're after a line that's perpendicular, first of all, to this one here. Now if you want lines that are perpendicular, you know that means they're right angles to each other. So you can get your ruler and you can estimate roughly that looks about 90 degrees. But if you want to get it exactly right, then here's a little trick. Now you notice that I've drawn a right angle triangle onto this line. So if we wanted to, we could use that to find the gradient of the line. It's not quite what we're after at the moment, but the trick is that we know our line is going to be something like this. Now for this line, to get from one point to another, we go up 2, 3, 4, 5 and across 3, so up 5 and across 3. For the other line we switched it around. It's going to be like that, but it's going to be up 3 and then across 5. So if I'll decide that's going to be my starting point, I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 and across 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's my start point, end point. Join those up and I should have a nice pair of perpendicular lines. Looks like 90 degrees. Let's check it against my phone. I reckon my phone's at right angles and it fits snugly in there. 90 degrees, happy with that. Just to finish off though, for this one, let's check what those two gradients are. So if this is line 1 and this is our second line, the gradient of line 1 is rise over run, so that's 5 over 3, just leave it like that. Gradient of line 2, so that was up 3 and across 5, so rise over run. But notice on this one that if we choose one point and go to the other, so if we work from left to right, we choose here, we go across 5 but then down 3. We can see the lines going downwards as we go from left to right, so it's a negative gradient. So there you go, that's our first pair. Let's check that with a second pair. Sorry, with a second line, our example 2. We've got a line, I've drawn that dashed line again, so the rise over the run is going to be 1 up and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 across. I'm looking for a perpendicular. It's going to go something like that. So let's start about here. So instead of going on this one, it's 1 up. So on this one we'll go 1 across. Here it's 7 across. So on this one we'll go 7 up. 1, 2, 7. So it takes us up to about there. And looks about 90 degrees, doesn't it? Let's double check. And the phone fits snugly in. Right, so just write down the gradients as well. Gradient 1, rise over run. So its rise is 1, run is 7, and this one is going left to right, it's going downhill, isn't it? Negative gradient. Second one is where we went across 1, so the run's 1, rise is 7, so 7 over 1, that just equals 7.